This is Brian Smith for DoingItLocal.com, and on this bright sunny day in downtown Bridgeport, there's a little black magic, alleged black magic going on right here on the corner of Housatonic and Grand. And according to the police report, I'll read part of this to you. Somebody reported that they saw birds hanging from a tree. When the police got there, they found that they were indeed dead roosters, so Public Works was notified. They refused to come out and pick them up. Also found around the tree were the heads of the birds in a plastic target bag and some other stuff, including a box cutter and a black knit cap. But then they found out later on that one of the employees across the street for the one of the businesses here in Bridgeport claimed that perhaps it was his ex-girlfriend who might have done that to put a curse on him. So a little further investigation, they found that there was more than just chickens hanging from a tree. We'll begin our coverage of this at DoingItLocal.com by talking to somebody close to the gentleman who made the complaint. She didn't want her identity being revealed, so we took precautions to make sure that didn't happen.
According to a friend of mine who is a spiritualist, claims that that was meant towards my husband via ex-girlfriend, and she has her beliefs in Santeria, and she's the one who had it meant for my husband because they're going to court.
We had some questions about Santeria and maybe some of the practices that happened by this tree, so our producers called the people at Connecticut Soul Seekers. Nicole Hall here knows a little bit about it. Nicole, tell us a little bit about what you saw.
Well, Santeria is actually, it was brought over by the slaves when the slaves were brought over, and they had to adapt their religion to that of which the white man's was into Christianity and Catholicism. Santeria itself doesn't necessarily have to be a negative religion. It's the way that it's practiced. A lot of the times it's worshiping of the gods, the Legba, who is one of the strongest Orishas, and he's just used as a protector of doorways. Santerios will keep them by their front door to guard, to keep evil out, just to make sure their day-to-day life goes well. Then you go into the deeper parts of Santeria where these people go in and they want to control everything that happens in their lives and the lives of those around them, and that's when you come into spells and things such like that.
Nicole, thanks for the information. Now let's take a look at the scene and see what's back here.
Sure, absolutely. Let's take a walk back. The police report that I had read, there is a battle going on having something to do with child support or money. And that's actually very interesting because, as you can see, the roosters were strung up by a green corded rope, and green signifies money, prosperity, and wealth. Some other interesting things we found when we arrived over here on the scene, we just kind of checked everything out, was I found laying over here, which appears to be some type of a jawbone of an animal. It looks like perhaps a goat. We're going to do some research into that. I don't know what the significance of this is. From this area, it seems like there are several gods that were being offered. We also found, when we were checking out the area, there's some coconuts, and there's one here, there's one here, and there's one here. Now, they appear to be quite old. We don't really know how long they've been here, if perhaps other rituals were practiced here in the past. But the use of coconuts is also another tie into the Santerian religion. There's so many different offerings and symbolistic type things over here that I'm actually going to have to go back and do some research myself.
I mean, I don't know about Santeria. I choose not to know. I have nothing against it. It's just I'm Catholic and I believe in my Catholicism, and I'm not going to believe in something that's just going to be for superstition.